Coming to you from the Myron Construction Studio of WHBY, and joining us now on the Settlers Bank phone line, Packers center Corey Linsley. Corey, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
I really appreciate you taking time to join me. And first, congratulations on the victory yesterday.
Thanks. Yeah, it was a wild game, but glad we could finally pull out a W.
Yeah, much needed at this point, and yes, congratulations, a wild one. Certainly entertaining to everyone who was in attendance. But that's not what we're here to talk about, Corey. You've got something going on here that means a lot to you and to your wife, Anna. The NFL highlighting causes that players care about with a new program called My Cause, My Cleats, allowing players to have specially decorated cleats to highlight a nonprofit that they're involved with. Tell us about the cause you've chosen to highlight on your cleats, Corey.
Yeah, so my wife and I are really involved in Wisconsin, CASA, and Brown County. CASA, Brown County, excuse me. And CASA stands for Court Appointed Special Advocates. And so basically what this organization does is they train adult volunteers to go in, be a consistent presence in the lives of some of the most troubled youth and vulnerable youth in our area and across the state of Wisconsin. And so basically we go in, we mentor these kids, we spend time with them, usually around once a week, but the structure varies. And then what we do as CASA volunteers is we write a court report to the judge who has their CHIPS case, which is Child Protective Services case. And we basically, the slogan is, with a voice for the child, because the child can't testify for his or herself in the court system. So what we do is we write a court report saying how he or she is doing in school, out of school, are they getting into trouble, do they like where they're at, all sorts of things. And so that we're very involved in, and we feel very strongly about this cause because we've seen it affect the lives of a lot of children.
Yes, a role like Wisconsin CASA, the CASA advocates, those volunteers you talked about, they play a really important role, but it's one that most people aren't really aware of even existing, that these court-appointed special advocates are here to be the voice for children who are experiencing whatever it might be, legal proceedings. And you, your wife Anna, are volunteers together on this. People get trained especially to do this. Why have you chosen Wisconsin CASA? What is it about this that means so much to you and your wife?
Well, first off, the Kristen Jacobs, who runs CASA Brown County, she is actually from Northeast Ohio, and she got us involved in it to begin with. But the cause to us just seems so important because you have a direct influence. It's not just money or spreading stuff. Not that there's anything bad with that at all, but or just marketing or advertising or whatever. But you're really directly affecting the lives of these kids, and everybody can do it. You should see it, man. Our first case, the kids couldn't have cared less who we were, what we were about, whatever. They messed with us a little bit, and then once we got to know them, it was just like they were just happy to see us. There was never like, what do you do? What's going on here? The kids are just happy to see it, see you every week on a consistent basis, and that's what really struck us as being what makes this CASA so special.
Yeah, there's an element of that mentorship and positive adult relationship. We know the benefits from that. A lot of organizations exist on that purpose generally, but here you've got a very special mission to get involved when these kids need it the most. They're going through something difficult. You mentioned the volunteer training. Is it difficult? You have to write court reports and things like that, Corey. How difficult is it to be a CASA volunteer?
Right, not difficult at all. You don't have to have a PhD to write these reports. The training was it was over the course of a few weeks. I think 35 hours in total, but it's spread out over the course of a few weeks. And I think the biggest thing is what we got out of the training was it just opened our eyes to this part of society that my wife and I were fortunate enough to never have really been a part of, and so many people are a part of this. So many kids, so many abused and neglected kids are just really unfortunate to be a part of this. And I never, before the training, honest to God, I didn't even know what a social worker was. And then, which I kind of felt, obviously that's really stupid of me, but it really spoke to how, fortunate I was growing up, how lucky I was as a kid not to have two loving parents. These kids, sometimes that's not the case, sometimes it is, whatever the case may be. The training really opens up your eyes to this, to these kids and how it affects all of them in different ways.
Yeah, so this is something that anyone can get involved with. This is something you and your wife actually do together, where you're actually volunteering together. You're working on the same cases with each other?
So we did, our first case we worked together. There were two twins, a boy and a girl, and then a younger brother. But now my wife has a separate case right now, and I'm currently without one. But yeah, it's something that if you're a couple out there, you can, that's definitely, CASA's always looking for male volunteers. We're kind of short on male volunteers. But overall, it's something that you and your spouse can do together. It's something you can do by yourself, individually. They're very flexible because every case needs somebody, It's all about the commitment and the presence in general. It's not about who you are or what you do or whatever. It's just you as a person, as a great person, being there for the child.
Yeah. So, of course, you're bringing attention and awareness to Wisconsin CASA through the My Cause, My Cleats program. Are you actually finding that this is sparking conversation, whether that might be with other players or with fans? Is My Cause, My Cleats actually working? Do you think it's bringing the attention as it was designed?
Yeah, my wife actually, kind of forced me to do the My Cause, My Cleats. I'm kind of a guy that flies under the radar, but, she said it's going to spread the word. I'm like, nobody cares about the center, this and that,
Yeah.
We're joking back and forth, but the first day that we put out the video, I think 60,000 some people saw the video, and there were, hundreds of retweets. I don't know how many engagement and whatever that stuff is on Twitter, but a lot of people saw it, and a lot of people in the locker room asked me about it, and I'm asking about their cleats, and it really does. I mean, and they broadcast it on the Jumbotron at Lambeau. I mean, that's, there's, 70,000 people right there.
Right.
They get to see that, so it really does. I mean, the spreading awareness part of it, because just like you said, a lot of people don't know what this is, don't even know anything about it. So that I am glad that my wife pushed me to do it, because I think it has made a difference.
Well, I won't tell her that you said that, Corey. Your secret's safe with me here.
Yes.
But I'm so glad that you did. I've been involved in little ways with CASA here and there, and I know how important it is. I've encouraged my mom. She just retired, and I've encouraged her to get involved with CASA as a volunteer where she lives. If you are interested in getting involved, the website where you can find more information is www.wisconsin-casa.org. Wisconsin-casa, C-A-S-A, .org. You can find out more about the organization, find the location nearest to you, and how you can get involved there. So grateful for your involvement with this great organization, Corey Linsley, and for your leadership on our team, the Green Bay Packers. Congratulations on that victory, and let's finish the season strong, shall we?
Sounds good. I appreciate you having me on here, John.
Well, I appreciate your time. Thanks so much.
Thanks.
All right, bye-bye. That is Packers center Corey Linsley. He is highlighting his involvement with and the need for more involvement with Wisconsin CASA, court-appointed special advocates, as part of My Cause, My Cleats. That is the NFL's December promotion, where players get to fancy up their footwear and highlight a cause that means a lot to them. Really appreciate Corey and Anna Linsley making the time to join us here this morning, getting to highlight that great cause. You can get involved. Wisconsin-casa.org is the website for more information. And, well, look at that. We're out of time for this half hour. We're coming back